What has happened to Middlesbrough? As I'm recording this video, they are currently sitting 20th in the Championship. But this team for the Championship, it isn't actually that bad, so I can't see why they're doing so badly in real life. But the board have given us 12 million in Season 1 to try and fix this situation up. It looks like we found an absolute baller here. Henry Chadwick, 76 rated already at 17 years old. He is going straight into the team. And in that transfer window, we only did two things, and I wanted to change the formation from a 5 at the back because we all know I don't rock with that. So I brought in Colombian winger Johan Carbonero for 3 million, and I robbed Scott Twine away from Burnley for just under 5 million. And I think the team after that transfer window looks pretty goddamn good. And also on top of that, we have our youth academy player in this team as a central attacking midfielder, 5-star, 4-star, 17 years old. Boys, oh my god, he is going to carry us. But there is one slight issue. We have a total of 8 players currently loaned to us, and a couple of them are actually in the starting 11, the likes of Zach Steffen, Mowat, Muniz is on the subs bench, Giles is on the subs bench. I'm trying not to use as many of these as possible because I don't want to be too reliant on players that we aren't going to have next season. So I'm quite torn. Do we want to get promoted, or do we want to stay in the Championship for one season, sort the team out, and then go into the Premier League strong as an ox? To be honest, boys, this isn't even looking that good for us. We have come to the halfway point this season and we are 7th in the league, and with the team that we've got, I actually found that quite surprising, but at least we're not 20th. And this is a little update on how the team is looking so far this season. And as you can see, our two signings, Twine and Carbonero, are doing fantastic. You got Chadwick, who's doing sensationally well. The rest of the team as well, it's looking very good. I reckon we will actually get promoted this season. However, obviously because of how many people we've got on loan at the club right now, I don't know whether that is the smartest move, but it's out of my hands. Let's see what the boys can do. Well, boys, it's official. We're in the Championship for one more season at least, because we didn't even make the fact that we didn't make the playoffs is actually mental in my opinion, considering the team that we've got. We should absolutely at least get in the top 6, but it isn't to be. Sheffield United and West Brom go up automatically, with Preston, North End, Burnley, Norwich and Watford in the playoffs. And on top of that, it was Swansea, Wigan and Blackpool who bit the bullet this time. But it is Norwich who are joining Sheffield and West Brom in the Premier League once again. Alongside that, Man City won the FA Cup, with Liverpool winning the Carabao Cup. Villarreal won the Conference League, Inter slapped Feyenoord in the Europa League final, and Real Madrid won the Champions League. Well, it turns out Scott Twine was a very good signing. 23 years old, 77 rated, with over 35 goal contributions this season. This boy is something else. You have Chuba Akpom, 27 years old, 16 goals, 2 assists, not bad at all. Then you got Johan Carbonero, 75 rated at 23 years old, not bad at all. And then we got the boy Henry Chadwick, 82 rated, 8 goals, 16 assists. I mean, you can't complain with that. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise that we didn't get promoted automatically. There's still a lot of weak points in the squad that we do have to fix, especially with Zach Steffen leaving the club after this season because he's on loan to us. We need a couple of fullbacks, and that's just off top of my memory. We will have to go to Season 2 to evaluate the team properly. So taking a look at this squad at the beginning of Season 2, we definitely, without question, need a goalkeeper. The fullbacks aren't as bad as I actually thought, and in fairness, the rest of the team isn't. The front three will definitely improve. The midfield trio are sound for the Championship at least. The back four's alright. We just definitely need a keeper. Maybe a left back as well. And we've been given 13 million to ensure that Middlesbrough are in the Premier League next season. And the first thing that I did in that transfer when I was bring in a brand new goalkeeper by the name of Freddie Woodman for 5.5 million. We then moved on to the fullback position where we brought in Carlos Augusto for 3 million and including Matt Clark as a part of the deal. And this is the team going into the second season in the Championship, and I do believe that this season we are going to wipe the floor with the Championship. Anything less than first place, in my opinion, is a massive L. What did I tell you guys? We are 11 points clear, top of the table. Hopefully we can keep this going the entire way of the season and go up as champions. Just to update you guys, this is how we got the team looking so far this season, and it looks so goddamn good. I think we're definitely gonna have to get a new keeper for next season. Woodman, he's alright for the Championship, don't get it twisted, don't get it wrong. However, when it comes to the Premier League, I feel like he'd get absolutely torn apart. Chadwick though, holy shit, dynamic potential. It's a bit hit and miss, but when it wants to, it can really freaking work. 85 rated, 18 years old. He's the English Pedri. But we're going to have to wait and see if the boys can keep this form going until the end of the season. And then it dawned on me, I hadn't even played with this team yet. And our first time using the team was against first place Brentford, who we were neck and neck with at the top of the table. The result of this game could very well decide who goes on to win the championship, Brentford or Middlesbrough. And after some beautiful passing, we took the lead. Yes! Finally! 1-0 to us, courtesy of a goal from Kavanagh, and we are straight in the lead of this game. Oh my god. Cabanero! 2-0 inside the half hour. We are cruising against Brentford. It was safe to say we had a dream half an hour of football. Then this happened. What a goal. It didn't take the game long to start absolutely raining goals. Akpom. Oh, Akpom. The step overs outside the box. On his right, top left bins. Oh no, no. Oh, bloody hell, are you taking the mick? Akpom finishes the game off 4-2. He gets himself a brace, and this game surely got to be put to bed now. We then conceded an 85th minute goal, making it 4-3. All we had to do was keep the ball to win the game. And then the unthinkable happened.
Nope.
Oh, what? No. No, 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 no. Oh my god, I don't care who that centre-back is. I am dropping you. Boys, I can't believe that. That was supposed to be a pass back. What the f***? I can't believe it. I can't believe we've just drawn that game because our defender can't do a simple pass. I'm so annoyed at that. But all that's left to do now is go to the end of the season and hope that next year we are in the Premier League. Guess who's back in the Premier League, boys? Middlesbrough have stormed the Championship. 105 points they ended on. 5 points clear of Brentford at the top. But it is ourselves and Brentford going up automatically with Fulham, Burnley, Hull City and Bristol City in the playoffs. And this time it was Bolton, Rotherham and Portsmouth who got relegated. But Fulham will be joining ourselves and Brentford in the Premier League once again. Bloody hell, Leicester, fair play to you. If only you could do that in real life. Liverpool went on to win the Carabao Cup, with Freiburg winning the Conference League, Napoli winning the Europa League, Madrid winning the Super Cup, as well as the Champions League once again. Stats-wise, boys, we've smashed it once again. Our front three have done very goddamn well. 23 goals for Scott Twine, 22 goals for our central attacker midfielder Chadwick, 20 goals for the guy who was on the subs bench for majority of the season. I don't understand. Oh, I don't care. I don't know what this game is playing at these days. All I know is he did pretty goddamn well. Riley McGree had a pretty decent go as well. 15 goals in 11, as well as Carbonero 11 and 12. That's not too bad, but I can see that our front four getting annihilated next year if we aren't careful in the Premier League. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but it's the Premier League. We're not coming up against the likes of Stoke City and Brentford. We're coming up against the likes of Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool. So season 3, I am hoping we have got a big budget. Now, in fairness, this team is actually pretty strong considering we've just been promoted from the Championship to the Premier League. However, we definitely need a goalkeeper. I might mess around with this defence a little bit more to solidify it, but I am also thinking of getting a brand new striker as well. And thankfully, we have got just under 50 million to do all of this with. And like I said, guys, we needed a new keeper in the Premier League. That's why I brought a keeper who's been in the Premier League for quite some years, David De Gea, for 19.8 million. And I also said we needed a striker. That's why I've gone for 29-year-old striker Sardar Azmoun for 16 million. Now the team looks like this. Granted, the back four isn't the strongest back four in the world. However, I am guaranteeing you now that won't matter all that much with David De Gea in goal. The front three look pretty decent. Chadwick is just going to carry us once again. Into the two centre mids, they're all right for the time being. Obviously, we're not in any position to say we're going to get a top 6 finish. That's just stupid. However, we're definitely going to hold our own this season. But now that we've made it to the Premier League, we were going to face off against some of Middlesbrough's biggest rivals, the first one being Leeds United. And with us being the new boys in the Premier League, we had a point to make. But it didn't exactly go to plan. No, oh, bloody hell. Come on, boys. What is going on? Why can't we get the ball away? Oh, no. For God's sake, man. 2 sloppy goals when we should have got the ball away. This defence is shocking. But we just managed to get one back on the stroke of half time. Come on, please. Finally! Oh my god, it has taken us 45 odd minutes, but we finally got ourselves a goal, courtesy of Chadwick. Then early in the second half, we managed to get an equaliser. Oh, go on. Finally! Finally! Oh my god! Sardar Azmoun gets his goal, right place, right time, and we are finally back in this game. But then it all went out the window. Oh no. No, no, not like this. Please, no. Oh, David De Gea, man, please. And it just got from bad to worse, conceded 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes at the end of the game. Honestly, our back four are shit. Slow, clunky, can't defend. May as well throw Trent Alexander-Arnold in the mix. I'm telling you, boys, if that's our defence, we are in trouble this season. Honestly, 12th place at the midway point in this season, after seeing how shocking our defence is a massive W in my opinion. That needs to be our sole focus for Season 2, because right now, we're skint. And to update you guys, this is how the team is looking so far this season. As you can see, the front three look pretty decent. Chadwick, 86 rated. I don't care if he actually doesn't improve for the rest of this rebuild. 86 rated is absolutely fine with me, but this defense is so freaking bad, honest to God. Fry and Lenian are absolutely dog shit in my opinion. Augusto actually handled Sinistera very well, considering he's only got 76 pace. Jones, he did alright as well, but these pair are just shocking. And I think personally we need to buy centre-backs with a little bit of agility and pace as well. We are in a pretty decent position in the league now. Let's just hope that at the end of this season we are nowhere near the relegation zone. I cannot believe that the first season we enter the Premier League, this is how well we've done. We have finished smack bang mid-table, and our manager objective for this season was to just completely avoid relegation. I think it's safe to say we've smashed it. But that isn't the weirdest thing about this season. Take a look at who finished top of the table. West Ham United have finished first place. They have won the Premier League this season, beating Liverpool to that title by 2 points. This is just absolutely crazy. And in the bottom three, it was Nottingham Forest, Fulham and Crystal Palace. This season is just absolutely balmy, innit? Then City won the Carabao Cup, Besiktas won the Conference League, with Barca winning the Europa League, Madrid once again winning the Super Cup, and Liverpool dethroned Real Madrid to win the Champions League. You know what? Considering this is our first season in the Premier League, I would say our front three didn't do too bad at all. Sardar Azmoun, 18 goals, 6 assists. Twine, 16 goals and 10 assists. He's a little hidden gem, this guy is. Carbonero, once again, another hidden gem. 10 goals, 1 assist. I mean, it's not bad, like I say. It's not good, but it's not bad at the same time. Henry Chadwick did alright, 6 goals and 3 assists. All things considered, though, a mid-table finish in our first season in the Prem, it's not bad going at all, and hopefully we can just continue to progress on this as we go further into the seasons. And starting Season 4, we are sorting this defence out. We need 2 new centre-backs, maybe even potentially a new fullback, and then obviously it'll be the midfield that needs sorting out, and then this team for a good while will be sorted. And thankfully the board have given us a decent amount of money to work with as well. £40 million to spend this season. And like I said, we needed centre-back, so I went out and brought a couple of them. First one being 6'3" French centre-back Moussa Niakite from Nottingham Forest for 10 million. We then travelled to Germany to steal away Philipp Lionheart away from Freiburg for 12.5 million. We then sold Paddy McNair, Marcus Fors and Darrell Lenian for just over 16.5 million combined. We then finished polishing this back line off by bringing in English fullback Ben Johnson for 20 million. Which leaves our starting 11 looking like this, and that back four just fills me with so much more confidence now going into this season. Last season it was very shaky, clumsy, clunky, slow, everything about it just felt wrong. This time we've got pace, we've got defensive IQ, we've got everything we need to succeed in the Premier League. And to be honest, I was dead excited to use this team with a back four that could actually defend. And our next opponent was again rivals Newcastle United, and I was determined to not have the same result as what we had with Leeds last season. Now this game was a completely different game. It was competitive, it was end to end, with both teams having very good chances. However, it was us to strike first. Chadwick! Oh, Chadwick! Oh my god, he's carried us from Season 1 to now. He's so good. And everything started to click in the team, because in the second half we doubled our lead. Come on. To wine! Come on, boys! 2-0 up against our rivals Newcastle, and it is looking so much better now that we've fixed our defensive lineup. And it turns out, guys, Azmoun is a baller. Oh my god, Sardar. Come on. All you. What a touch the strength to hold off Newcastle's defender as well. We have defended incredibly well. We have attacked with clinical precision. We have deserved these 3 points. But you guys know me. When I go 3-0 up, I always switch off. Oh no. Oh, come on. Since when did Camavinga play for frickin' Newcastle United? But by this point, it didn't matter because this team's chemistry was off the charts. Oh, can we get a fourth? Can we get a fourth? Yes, we can. What a game we've had, boys. We concede and go straight on the counter-attack. We get Chadwick on the ball. He sees Sardar Azmoun in the box. Squares it. 4-1. Very convincing win against rivals Newcastle United. 4-1 on the day, boys. The last time I played with this team, I could not string 2 passes together. We comfortably defended against quite a strong Newcastle United side, in fairness. We picked up the win. I'm just hoping that this result here is a little sign of things to come. Boys, we are smashing it this season. We're currently top 4, 4th place. We're nowhere near Manchester City. It does look like it's theirs to lose this season. However, this time last season, we were in the bottom half, I believe. Now we're 4th place, and it is looking very goddamn good. And this is how the team looks so far this season, just to give you guys a little bit of an update. And I'm telling you now, ever since we polished up that back 4, we have done so much better, and the table proves it. Obviously, the next thing we'll do is probably work on our centre midfielders, but apart from that, guys, we are looking good, and it's just a matter of if we can maintain this form going to the end of the season, we could potentially be in the Champions League. Well, we didn't quite make the top 4, however, we did make the top 6, which means that we've got European football next season. This team has come on leaps and bounds in such a short space of time. It's actually crazy. But the one thing that's annoyed me, freaking Spurs beat us to 4th place. That is just unacceptable on all levels. And in the end, it was West Brom, Wolves and Brighton who got relegated. Chelsea went on to win the FA Cup. But we won the freaking Carabao Cup. That I did not see coming. We didn't even just win it by a marginal amount either. We slapped Arsenal. Atalanta went on to win the Conference League. Villarreal won the Europa League. Liverpool won the Super Cup, whilst it was Man City this time to be crowned champions of Europe. Boys, this team at the minute is a straight W. We won the Carabao Cup, getting our first piece of silverware in this rebuild. Our stats are absolutely incredible. Top 6 for Europe next season. What can't this team do? I'm telling you, give me at most 2 more seasons, this team will be competing in the Champions League. I'm not going to go over the stats. You can clearly see that all the players have done their bit this season, and hopefully we can just continue to improve on the progression that we've made. Now that we're in Europe, we have to make sure that every single signing that we make is absolutely spot on, because we all know how ruthless the European competitions can be. And as much as I love these 2 guys in the centre midfielder positions, I'm going to have to make sure that those positions are shored up and polished. And to do that, the board have given us £100 million because we absolutely smashed it last season. And like I said, I was going to make sure that those centre midfielder positions were polished and shored up, and that's exactly what I've done by bringing in Ukrainian centre midfielder Mykola Shaparanko for £45 million. And on top of that, we brought in Dutch midfielder Donny van der Beek for £30.4 million. I then spotted Cedric Dubois, who's 18 years old, 78 rated on the free agents list, and I snapped him up. And that leaves the team looking like this going into season 5, I believe, of this rebuild. And even though I messed around with that defensive lineup so much last season, it's still the weakest part of the team, which is really annoying. But when you take a look at the team as a whole, yeah, you can't really complain with it. It's solid, it's well-rounded, it's got good attackers, half-decent defenders, like I've just said, but that midfield is going to destroy so many teams this season. And because we finished in the top 6 last season, we have entered ourselves into the Europa League, and we are in Group A, joined by Lille, Shakhtar Donetsk and HJK Helsinki. Now, to be honest, I wouldn't have any clue on what the other teams actually look like. I've just got to put faith in my boys to deliver for us and get us into the round of 16. I'll be honest, I didn't expect us to do this well in the Europa League. We've absolutely smashed it, boys. We didn't lose. We drew 1, won 5, played 6, 16 points from possible 18. We cruise into the round of 16 in the Europa League. And in the Premier League, we're not doing too bad either. We are in the top 6. We're still in it for the top 4. We have got the Europa League to juggle, as well as the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. We are doing exceptionally well, all things considered. And just to update you guys, this is how the team's looking so far this season. We have had a massive setback. Twine has picked up an injury that's going to put him out for 2 months. Luckily, we have the boy Dubois on the bench, who's actually improving really goddamn well considering he's only on the subs bench, but we'll take that. He's not as good as Twine, but he definitely do the job whilst he's away. Now, with our team constantly improving each season, I thought it was about time we had our rematch with Leeds United. The last result was a 5-2 loss. This time it is going to be completely different. And this early chance here set the tone for the entire game. Oh my god, go on, Twine! We literally peppered Leeds United with shot after shot after shot, but we just couldn't find the back of the net. Oh my god. Come on, please. Oh my god. Surely one of these has got to go in at some point. At this point, I'm pretty sure this keeper's related to Buffon. Please. Oh my god, there's no way. There is no way. And in the final seconds of the game, we had one final chance to get all 3 points.
Nope.
Oh my god, nah, this is a joke. This is a joke. How the hell did we not score in that game? How the hell did Leeds escape with a point? Their keeper deserves a knighthood. That performance was absolutely insanity, but the game ends 0-0. Thanks to their goalkeeper, no other reason. But boys, it is what it is. We take a point at home at Riverside. I'm telling you now though, if we play like that against any other team, we smash them. So at the end of this season, we did unfortunately stoop down a position. We did finish in the top 6, but it was 6th place on the dot. Beaten to 5th place by none other than Spurs. You know, I'm really getting sick of that. And in the bottom 3, it was Norwich, Bournemouth and Forest. Chelsea went on to win the FA Cup, beating the bottle jobs to do it. That's a bit of revenge for me. Liverpool won the Carabao Cup. Juve won the Conference League. Bayern Munich went on to win the Europa League. Jesus, we had no chance. City won the Super Cup, but Liverpool won the Champions League. Jesus Christ. Scott Twine, every single season, improves too, and is our top goal scorer. This man from Burnley, what a freaking signing he's become, man. 25 goals, 4 assists. Then you got Henry Chadwick, who got 17 goals, 3 assists from the cam roll. Then you got centre midfielder Mykola Shaparenko, 14 goals, 3 assists. Azmoun, oh, he's decreasing now. It might be time to get a better striker for next season. I'd say this season's a bit of a null, but overall, we're making the team stronger and stronger every single season, without fail. And I actually bet within 3 seasons, we are the champions of Europe. So this is how the squad currently looks going into season 6. We have established that we need to sell Azmoun this season because he's 82 rated, 32 years old. He's definitely going to be on the decline this season. On top of that, this is probably one of David De Gea's last seasons. He's 36 years old, 85 rated. What an absolute bargain he turned out to be. The board have also given us a massive decrease in budget, 61 million to spend. It's still a lot of money though. The first thing that we did in that transfer window was selling our striker Sardar Azmoun for just over 28 million. But before bringing in Romelu Lukaku as a backup striker on a free. We then went ahead and brought our main striker Hugo Duro for just over 45 million. Not before bringing in Brazilian centre-back Roger Ibanez for 25.7 million to bolster that defensive lineup. Leaving the team looking like this going into this season of this rebuild, and I'm so goddamn happy with how this team's turned out to be. Obviously, David De Gea is on his last legs in his footballing career. He's 84, 36 years old. We will have to make sure next season, without a shadow of a doubt, we get 2 goalkeepers, 1 backup and 1 starting keeper. I think we underachieved last season though, because this team truly deserves to be in the Champions League. But we are once again in the Europa League. We're in Group G, joined by Ajax, Young Boys and St. Pat's, and to be honest, it's got to be either us or Ajax finishing top of the table. I can't see Young Boys or St. Pat's standing a chance. While I was wrong, boys, we finished top of the table. We won 5, lost 1, 15 points out of a possible 18. We cruised to the round of 16. However, Young Boys are joining us, but they go into the prelim round instead of the round of 16, but you get what I mean. Ajax go into the Conference League. That I didn't see coming. And boys, I didn't see this coming either. With the team that we've got, we are 13th place in the Premier League, and I'm struggling to believe my freaking eyes. Like, how the hell are we 13th in the league with the team we've got? We should be smashing the Premier League at this point. Just to update you guys, this is how the team is looking so far this season. Now, can you understand why I'm having difficulty understanding how we're literally in the bottom half of the table with a team looking as good as this? The fact we made it out of the group stage is a freaking miracle considering how we're doing in the Premier League, but something needs to change. Considering how bad we've done in the Premier League, to my surprise, we made it to the Europa League final and our opponent was going to be AC Milan. It was a gigantic task. We've gone from playing the likes of Leeds United and Newcastle United to one of the biggest teams in Italian football, AC Milan. But the big question is, who was going to have European glory, AC Milan or Middlesbrough? And in the 24th minute, season 1 signing Twine came in clutch. Oh, go on. Twine! All you! Twine! He makes it 1-0, 25 minutes into the Europa League final. Boys, we are looking very good against a very, very strong AC Milan team. And after that first goal went in, we had chance after chance after chance, but we just couldn't finish it. And because of that, AC Milan reminded us how dangerous they could be. No, no. Oh my God, how many times did we have the chance to tackle him in my back? How many times did we have the chance to tackle him there, and my guy just wouldn't? Look at that! He's just standing there. All we had to do was tackle him, and he couldn't even do that. You're literally a defender. That is your entire job description. Extra time it is. Once again, the defenders letting us down when it matters the most. But early in extra time, who else would it be to dig us out of the grave? Oh, go on. Chadwick, all the way. All the way! He's gone all the way! 93 minutes in, 3 minutes into the extra time period, and he makes it 2-1. Chadwick, man, he was like a freight train running at him. And with 5 minutes left, this happened. Oh my God, come on, Chadwick, finish the game! Finish the game! Finish the game! 115 minutes in, we have broken AC Milan's defence. We have stormed the Europa League, and it looks like no matter what happens in the next 5 minutes, we are into the Champions League next season. We've done it! Boys, Middlesbrough are in the Champions League next season, no matter where we finish, no matter how badly we've done in the Premier League this season. We have secured our spot in the Champions League by winning our first bit of European silverware, the Europa League. We beat AC Milan 3-1 in the final after quite a bit of squeaky bum time in the extra time period, but it doesn't matter. We've done it now, and that's all that matters. Let's just hope we haven't done that badly in the Premier League. Well, boys, we turned it around a little bit. We didn't make the top 6, but we were 7th. We were 1 point off getting into the top 6. Leicester City beat us to that mark, but it wasn't a good season for us at all. It's probably the worst season we've had so far in this rebuild. But going down, it was Wolves, Burnley and Aston Villa. We did get to the FA Cup final, losing out to Manchester City 3-2. But we did end up winning the Carabao Cup, so that's 2 trophies to our name this season, which in fairness isn't actually that bad. Villarreal went on to win the Conference League. We went on to win the Europa League, as you all know. Bayern won the Super Cup, with Chelsea slapping Inter Milan in the Champions League final. Johan Carbonero, what a season this guy had. He carried us. Johan Carbonero got 34 goals and 9 assists in 62 games, going up to 85 rated as well this season. Absolutely insanity. Hugo Duro, 25 goals, 3 assists, but he is injured, so I'm guessing that had a bit of a part to say in that. Henry Chadwick, 89 rated, 22 goals, 15 assists as well. Twine stepped off a bit this time, 13 goals, 6 assists. Van de Beek actually did better than Twine this season, gained 13 goals and 9 assists. Then it's basically borderline average for the rest of us. But regardless of how badly we did in the Premier League, we went on to an FA Cup final. We lost out there to Man City though. We got to the Carabao Cup final, winning that. We got to the Europa League final, winning that, getting us into the Champions League. So all in all, at the end of this season, I'd say it's a bit of a W. So beginning this season, we have the team looking like this. Now, I'm not going to touch that front three. I'm not going to mess with the midfield. I'm literally just going to mess with this defensive lineup and bring in a goalkeeper. And this season, the board have given us £72 million to do what we need to do. We only did 2 things in that transfer window, but we did 2 things that we needed to do the most. The first one being bringing in a goalkeeper. That's why we stole away Luis Maximiano away from Chelsea for £36.7 million. And then we went ahead and brought Italian centre-back Luis Felipe away from Roma for £23 million. Which makes the team look like this going into this season of the rebuild, and there's no weaknesses now. Obviously, Lukaku could be a little bit better. He's definitely on his way to retirement. We have a decent backup keeper with David De Gea on the subs bench. We have literally got the quality everywhere, the subs bench on the starting 11, to do very well this season. I'm telling you now, if we do as bad as we did last season in the Premier League, I'm going to go nuts. But we have finally made it to the Big Boy League. We are in the Champions League at long last, boys and girls. We are in Group D, joined by Bayern Munich, RB Salzburg and FCSB. Now, everybody in there now would expect Bayern Munich to top Group D with ease, but I have to back my boys up and say that we're making it to the round of 16. I can't see us losing out to Salzburg or FCSB. Well, I didn't think we'd top the group, but we made a statement. We have topped Group D, beating Bayern Munich to that post by goal difference as well. We made it through to the round of 16 with Bayern Munich as well. FCSB go to the freaking Europa League with Salzburg finishing bottom. But like I've just said, we are in the round of 16, so we are coming up against Real Madrid. Jesus Christ. Talk about baptism by fire. And this season, we're actually doing a little bit better in the Premier League. We're not in the bottom half. We are 5th in the league. And in fairness, there's not that much separating ourselves from that top four. There's only 1 point in it. And obviously, Manchester United are 4th place with 40 points, and Chelsea and Spurs are on 44 points. But that's only 5 points difference. A lot can happen between now and the end of the season. And just to give you guys an update on how the team is currently looking, the starting 11 looks absolutely phenomenal. The subs bench looks phenomenal. I genuinely think we are more than ready for the Champions League. But before we get to the Champions League, there is one thing we have to do. We have a score to settle with Leeds United. We haven't beaten them yet. In 7 seasons of this rebuild, we have yet to beat Leeds United, and that is about to change right now. I'll be honest with you, this game and the second game we played against Leeds were eerily similar. We were all over them, but we just couldn't score. It was going to take a moment of magic to break the deadlock, and then this happened. Oh! Oh my god! Twine, you beauty! It was all looking good until extra time. No! Oh, no way! Go Tween, it was clearly a penno. Shut up, lad. Come on, save it. Luis Maximiano! Oh, no! Come on! Get out!
Nope.
No, wait, what? No, 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 no! Oh my god! I wanted that out! Why the f? On top of that, we're 4 minutes into extra time when it's only allocated 1 minute. Oh my god, Leeds, this game is so rigged. After my little tantrum, we started playing proper football again, and we finally took the lead. Oh my god, please, on the turn. Thank you! Oh my god, Hugo Duro, I could kiss you. Oh my god. No more defensive errors now. We are keeping this lead till the very end. And then in the 60th minute, we finally started to take control. Oh my god, Shaparenko to finish the game off. Shaparenko. He has made it 3-1. Middlesbrough have finally got the edge over Leeds United. It has taken us so long from the beginning of this rebuild to right now, but we have finally got the edge over Leeds United. And this time it was our turn to rub salt into the wounds. Oh my god, Shaparenko to finish the game. Oh my god, it goes to Scott Twine, and we make it 4-1. The game is dead and buried completely in the 89th minute. Twine gets his brace, and Leeds United are done. Boys, we can make it 5 here. We can... Leeds have fallen apart. 5-1. And there we have it, boys. 5-1 victory over Leeds United. We finally got one over on them, but now we have a date with Real Madrid in the round of 16. As you would expect, Real Madrid's team was beyond incredible, leaving us with little hope in the first leg. However, we do pick up a 2-2 draw. It all came down to the second leg, where we pulled off a massive upset, qualifying for the quarterfinals. We really couldn't catch a break, because in the quarters we came up against Paris Saint-Germain, and we all know what that means. It's either do or die, but unfortunately we did pick up a 2-1 loss in the first leg. We had come way too far to go out in the quarterfinals. I had to step in and try to salvage what is left of our Champions League campaign. We don't just need a win. At this point against PSG, we need a miracle. And we literally had the dream start. Shaparenko squares it. Twine has made it 1-0 to Middlesbrough 20 minutes in. How have we found it easier against PSG than we did Leeds? And a couple of minutes into the second half, we had an amazing counter-attack. Oh my god, we're through. We're through. Oh my god, Carbonero to put us in the lead. Oh my god, we're in the lead against PSG. We have made it through to an aggregate. We're 2-0 up at home against PSG in the second leg. We could actually pull this off. And to be honest, after the second went in, PSG fell apart as we went on to score goal after goal after goal. Oh my... Shaparenko is outrageous on this game. Shaparenko has got a long shot for days. And there we have it, boys. We have knocked out PSG. It was 6-2 or something on aggregate, I believe, in the end. But we smashed them and we cruised to the next round. While we face off against Manchester City now. English giants Manchester City with their team looking absolutely filthy, boys. We're going to have a work cut out if we want to get past these guys, especially with Luis Felipe injured. Let's see what we can do. We get a 1-1 draw. That is huge. It all comes down to this, guys. Can we put Middlesbrough through to the Champions League final. Let's take a look. Can the boys in red... Oh my god, we've done it! We're in the Champions League final! And in the final of the Champions League, we face off against Roma. That, I'll be honest with you, they've got to be the worst team out of the bunch that we've faced in order to get to this part. But I'll take Roma in the final any day. But before we get into the final, let's see how we've done elsewhere this season. Well, we certainly did a little bit better than last season, but not by much. We finished 5th in the league this season. I don't get how we can do so well everywhere else apart from the freaking Premier League. Why have EA made it so difficult to do well in the Premier League these days? Boys, I cannot believe what I'm about to show you. The bottom 3, Norwich, Bournemouth and Arsenal. I can't believe it. What the hell has happened to Arsenal this season? We did, however, go on to win the FA Cup, beating Manchester City once again to do it. The Bottle Jobs ended up winning something. West Ham won the Conference League, with Chelsea winning the Europa League, and Chelsea beat us to win the Super Cup. I'll be honest with you, I'm still astounded Arsenal got relegated this year. That is the maddest thing I've ever seen in career mode, like ever. But stats-wise, guys, 36-1 for Hugo Doro, 24-14 for Scott Twine. Johan Carbonero, 88 rated with 15 and 11. Chadwick with 11 and 15. Shaparenko, the long shot genius, 9 and 8. Boys, it's been an absolutely amazing season for Middlesbrough. I think we can all say that we have brought Middlesbrough a long way from in real life being 20th in the league to getting the team that we've got now, to not being able to beat Leeds the first 2 occasions that we played them, to wiping the floor with them in our last encounter. And it's all led to one question: who's going to lift the Champions League trophy? Is it going to be Italian giants Roma or the boys in red from England, Middlesbrough? And the first chance we got, we made sure we buried it. Oh my god, we're through. We're through. First chance. And we make it count. Middlesbrough go 1-0 up thanks to Hugo Moro's goal in the 13th minute. In the first 20 minutes, we were absolutely unstoppable. Seconds. There we go. 2 goals in the span of 10 minutes. Hugo Doro. Oh my god, this man is unstoppable. Then Roma reminded us why they're an Italian giant. Oh, bloody hellfire. I mean... some very questionable defending led to this. Oh, what a tackle.
Nope.
Oh, no. 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 Bloody hell. We've been all over him and they do that. Roma are clinical. And it goes to extra time, boys. It goes to extra time. 2-2 after 90 minutes. And in the 103rd minute, Chadwick once again came in clutch. Right pass, right time. Come on! Get in! Oh my god, the Youth Academy prospect Chadwick from Season 1 may have just won us the Champions League. And there we have it! We've done it! We've beaten Roma 3-2 in the Champions League final. Extra time favoured ourselves this time for goddamn once. And finally, we have won the Champions League with Middlesbrough. And who was it to win the game for us? Our Youth Academy player from Season 1, Henry Chadwick, won us the Champions League. Man, we come a long way from Season 1. The team is unrecognisable and they are now the best team in the world. But that is where we are going to leave today's video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, smash the hell out of that subscribe button. If you are new around here, make sure you turn that notification bell on so you never miss a video I upload. We are on the road right now to 7,000 subscribers. Let's hit that 7,000 subscribers mark by the end of this year. That is all from me. It's been your boy Good. You know, you guys have an amazing afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.